welcome to Postmortem. I'm Anjali Istawal. This is a show where we put the spotlight on crimes that shock us but also leave us wanting to know more and more. A year to go for Punjab assembly polls. But Punjab is facing a huge uphill task of law and order. In Punjab right now, joy and fear walk hand in hand. Crime is unbridled. Murder, gun and gang glorification, and festering drug problem. Even big fat weddings with dhol, food, lights, alcohol, and hundreds of guests, which should be celebrations of life, are becoming killing fields. From wedding venues to sports ground, blood is flowing freely. And without fear of law, they are all becoming a crime scene. On January 4, 2026 in Amritsar, two men walk calmly into the Marigold wedding hall. No masks, no rush. They fire point blank into the head of Aam Aadmi Party Sarpanch of Valhota village. CCTV captures the horror. The entire attack lasts just 13 seconds. Guests freeze in shock. Later, foreign-based gangster Prabh Dasuwal claims responsibility on social media. The man who did the recce is tracked and killed in a police encounter in Tarantaran.
उस मौके ਤੇ ਹੀ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਵੀ ਸਰਪੰਚ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਬੈਠੇ ਸੀ ਟੇਬਲ ਤੇ ਮਿਲ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਮੈਂਬਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੋ ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਆਏ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਪਿੱਛੋਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਗੋਲੀ ਮਾਰੀ ਤੇ ਗੋਲੀ ਲੱਗੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ
ਦੋ ਲੜਕੇ ਆਏ ਅਣਪਛਾਤੇ ਤੇ ਗੋਲੀਆਂ ਮਾਰ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਸਿਰ 'ਚ ਗੋਲੀਆਂ ਮਾਰੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਫਰਾਰ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਉੱਥੋਂ।
ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਗੋਲੀਆਂ ਮਾਰੀਆਂ ਕੌਣ ਸੀ
ਉਹ ਸਰਪੰਚ ਹੀ ਬਲਟੋਏ ਦੇ।
ਬਲਟੋਏ ਤੋਂ?
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ।
ਅੱਛਾ, ਕਿਸ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਦੇ?
ਆਮ ਆਦਮੀ ਦੇ।
ਨਾਮ ਕੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ?
ਜਰਮਲ ਸਿੰਘ।
ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਫਰੋਕੀ ਦੀ ਕਾਲ ਆ ਰਹੀ ਸੀ, ਧਮਕੀ ਮਿਲੀ ਹੋਈ ਸੀ ਜਾਨ ਮਾਰਨ ਦੀ ਔਰ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਦਰਖਾਸਤ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਗਈ।
ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੇਖੋ ਉਹ ਤਰਨਤਾਰਨ ਦੇ ਰਹਿਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਸੀਗੇ। ਇਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਤਰਨਤਾਰਨ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਸਕਦੇ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਦੇ ਰਿਹਾਇਸ਼ੀ ਸੀਗੇ। ਸਾਡੇ ਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਸਰ ਇੱਕ ਫੰਕਸ਼ਨ ਅਟੈਂਡ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਉਹ ਆਏ ਸੀਗੇ। ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਹੁਣ ਸਾਡਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਮੀਡੀਏਟਲੀ ਉੱਤੇ ਕਾਰਵਾਈ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਅੱਗੇ ਤਫਤੀਸ਼ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ। ਜੋ ਚੀਜ਼ ਇਮੀਡੀਏਟਲੀ ਜੋ ਚੀਜ਼ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਆਏਗੀ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਏਗਾ।
Then, another wedding, another bloodbath. On November 30th, in Ludhiana, a marriage palace on Pokwal Road, contractor Virinder Kapoor's family function is underway. An argument between two local rival groups, Shubham Mota and Ankur gangs, explodes.
हाँ
20-30 rounds are fired in seconds. Panic, screams, and chaos unfolds. Two innocent guests die, Vasu Chopra and Neeru Chhabra. One person is injured and rushed to DMC hospital. Many politicians were present, including J.K. Dawar. Shooters escaped before police sealed the venue. 9 people are later arrested and the groom is booked for inviting known criminals.
ਪੁਲਿਸ ਮੌਕੇ ਤੇ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਗਈ ਸੀ ਕੋਈ 20 ਮਿੰਟਾਂ 'ਚ। ਕੈਸਲ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਪੂਰਾ ਬਾਤ ਕੈਸਲ ਮੈਰਿਜ ਪੈਲੇਸ ਉਹ ਸੀਲ ਕਰਤਾ, ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰ ਭੇਜਤਾ। ਪਰਚਾ ਦਰਜ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਜੀ। 6 ਲੋਕ ਰਾਉਂਡ ਅਪ ਹੋ ਗਏ। ਕੋਈ 6-7 ਹੋਰ हैं ਜਿਹੜੇ CCTV ਫੁਟੇਜ 'ਚ ਆਏ हैं ਜਿਹੜੇ ਰਾਉਂਡ ਅਪ ਕਰਨੇ। ਤੇ ਹਿਦਾਇਤ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਕਲੀਅਰ ਹੈ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਤੇ ਐਡਮਿਨਿਸਟ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਕਿ ਵੈਪਨ ਜਿਹੜੇ हैं ਉਹ ਮੈਰਿਜ ਪੈਲੇਸ 'ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਣੇ ਹੈ। ਉਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਕਾਰਵਾਈ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਆਪਾਂ। ਪਰਚਾ ਉਹ ਰਜਿਸਟਰ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ ਮੈਰਿਜ ਪੈਲੇਸ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੈਨੇਜਮੈਂਟ ਹੈ ਉਹਦੇ ਅਗੇਂਸਟ ਵੀ ਤੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਇਨਵਾਈਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਵੀ।
Run of criminals is unabated in sports fields as well. 30-year-old Rana Balachuria is shot dead in broad daylight at the Sohana Kabaddi Cup venue in Sector 79, Sohana in Mohali district. The attackers approached him on the pretext of taking selfies, then opened fire at close range. He was rushed to Fortis Hospital where he was declared brought dead. A chilling video surfaced showing the moments of the shooting amid the ongoing match, causing panic among players and spectators.
परमिशन तो सारी थी, डीएसपी साहब भी मौके पे थे यहाँ पर, डीएसपी साहब यहीं खड़े थे, बल साहब, हाँ बल साहब यहीं पर खड़े थे। जस्ट 1 मिनट 2 मिनट में वहाँ पर पहुँच गए, पर तो गोली तो 1 सेकंड तो कोई काम होता है ना, 2-3 मिनट तो बहुत होते हैं।
ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਕਲੀਅਰ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇਹ ਰਾਣਾ ਬਲਾਚੌਰੀਆ ਜਾਂ ਕੁੰਵਰ ਦਿਗਵਿਜੇ ਸਿੰਘ ਸੀਗਾ, ਇਹਨੂੰ ਦੂਜਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਗੈਂਗ ਹੈਗਾ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਜੱਗੂ ਭਗਵਾਨਪੁਰੀਏ ਨਾਲ ਐਸੋਸੀਏਟ ਕਰਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਜੱਗੂ ਭਗਵਾਨਪੁਰੀਏ ਦੇ ਕਲੋਜ਼ ਸੀਗਾ ਜਾਂ ਕਬੱਡੀ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਉਹਦੇ ਟਾਈ ਅਪ ਸੀਗਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ। ਜਿਹੜਾ ਡੋਨੀ ਬੱਲ ਤੇ ਲੱਕੀ ਪਟਿਆਲ ਦੋਨੋਂ ਅਲਾਈਡ ਗੈਂਗਸ ਹੈਗੇ ਜੀ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕੱਲ ਜ਼ਿੰਮੇਵਾਰੀ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਲਈ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਸ਼ੂਟਰਸ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਇਹ ਵਾਰਦਾਤ ਨੂੰ ਅੰਜਾਮ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ।
Days later, Punjab police is claiming both gangsters were killed while escaping. Accused Money Prince, alias Mani Surma, was associated with Kishan Jandiala gang, wanted in multiple cases, including murder, NDPS and arms violations. On January 12th, he was injured in an encounter in Amritsar, arrested and hospitalized at Guru Nanak Dev Hospital. He escaped from custody on January 14th, and then on January 20th, during Operation Prahar, police tracked him near Atari, which is the Amritsar border. The other accused in the December 2025 murder of the Kabaddi promoter is Karan Pathak, alias Karan Defaulter, linked to Bambiha gang. He escaped police custody during a late-night weapon recovery operation on January 17th in Mohali area. Police traced him near Rurki Kham village in Kharad. He opened fire during the encounter. In retaliatory action, the police says he was critically injured. Later, he succumbed to his injuries. One police personnel was also hurt.
वगैरह पेट्रोलिंग भी कर रहे थे, तो अभी थोड़ी देर पहले जो है इनसे आमना सामना हुआ, तो वो ये पीछे एक बिल्डिंग है उसकी तरफ घुस गया फायर करता हुआ। तो इन लोगों ने वार्निंग शॉट भी दिए, लेकिन 8 से 10 राउंड उसने लगातार फायर करता रहा, जिसमें 2 हमारे एक कांस्टेबल की जो बीपी जैकेट है उसमें बिल्कुल फायर लगा है, और एक जो घुटने के नीचे है एक कांस्टेबल, वो भी क्रिटिकल है, उसका बहुत ब्लड लॉस हुआ है, ही इज हॉस्पिटलाइज्ड, और ये रिटर्न फायर में पुलिस में इंजरी हुआ।
But why do gangs love weddings or open grounds? Family connections bring rivals together. Uninvited groups crash. Politicians and businessmen become easy targets. And the killers? They fire openly. No fear, no masks, and then they vanish. Even the old tradition of celebratory aerial firing still kills people. Police recently moved to cancel around 7,000 arms licenses. But it's not just weddings. Public places are no longer safe. Political parties like BJP have even marched to the residence of the Chief Minister, criticizing the law and order situation.
There is no law, there is no order in Punjab. और ना ही there is any government. आज पंजाब में ना ही तो कोई गवर्नेंस है, ना ही गवर्नमेंट है। उन हालातों में अगर पंजाब उम्मीद करे कि पंजाब में लॉ एंड ऑर्डर बहाल होगा, पंजाब में अमन शांति कायम होगी, तो मैं समझता हूँ ये एक अपने आप को ना समझी वाली बात होगी।
It's not spiraling out of control, it's gone out of control. There's been no law and order. People from the democratic right has been completely squashed. There is no law and order of any kind. Nobody feels safe. Even in the best colonies, people are afraid to go out at night. So I think to say it's spiraling is absolutely wrong. It's totally out of control.
Punjab police estimates there are 45 to 50 active gangs. Here are the biggest names operating today. Some names are known all over India. That is their fame and clout. Lawrence Bishnoi gang, Bambiha gang, Jaggu Bhagwanpuria gang, Ash Dalla gang, Goldie Barad gang, Harry Chatta gang, Landa Harike gang, Kala Jathedi gang, Doni Bal gang, Kaushal Chaudhary gang, Neeraj Faridpuria gang, Prab Dasuwal gang, Manu Ghanshampuria module, Lucky gang. Most of the top gangsters run operations from Canada, US, Gulf, Greece, Spain or Armenia using local shooters. Punjab Director General of Police, Gaurav Yadav, has asserted that the state police remain firmly in control of the law and order situation, even as security agencies continue to crack down on illegal weapons and cross-border networks. Addressing concerns over recent incidents, DGP Yadav said that social media often amplifies incidents, creating a perception that the situation is worse than it is actually on the ground. The DGP also highlighted a significant external security threat, stating that Pakistan's ISI is actively attempting to destabilize the region.
What is the major strategy as far as Pakistan is concerned post Operation Sindoor?
You see, Pakistan is bent upon waging a proxy war against India, sort of bleeding India through 1,000 cuts. And one of the primary focus areas has been the border state of Punjab. So here they want to disrupt Punjab at any cost. They have been pushing in narcotics through rogue drones. Now composite consignments of explosives and arms are also coming along with narcotics. The Pakistan intelligence officers are directly speaking to people here. They are running cross-border operations. They have tried to throw grenades at our police stations. We have foiled all their designs. We have busted the terror modules. We have arrested these people. We have tracked the terror handlers who are sitting abroad, brought many of them to face justice.
The crime run is shocking to say the least. More than 15 major gun killings in last 2 months alone. 9 murders in the first week of January 2026 alone.
गैंगस्टर इसलिए बढ़ रहे हैं कि लोग नशे के आदी हो गए। 20,000, 5,000, 2,000 रुपए में व्यक्ति को मार दिया जाता है। तो पंजाब में लॉ एंड ऑर्डर नाम की कोई चीज रही नहीं। बार बार कह दिया लेकिन कोई सुनने वाला नहीं है। पंजाब गैंगलैंड बन गया है।
ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕੇਜਰੀਵਾਲ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਤਰਨਤਾਰਨ ਦੇ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ 7 ਦਿਨਾਂ 'ਚ ਗੈਂਗਸਟਰ ਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਦੇਤਾ ਵਾਰਨਿੰਗ ਇਹ 7 ਦਿਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਾਅਦ 7 ਦਿਨਾਂ 'ਚ 9 ਕਤਲ ਹੋਏ ਨਵੇਂ ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ।
And it's not only a commoner, but even persons belonging to the political setup, like there was a murder of some sarpanch belonging to the ruling party in Amritsar. That means that it's become free for all. There is no fear for there's no rule of law, it appears. Yes, I'm sure that Gaurav Yadav is doing his best, but probably his hands are also a bit tied up.
There are accusations that official crime figures are often manipulated and that it has become a free-for-all. Police provides a counter statistic. Punjab's crime rate is 225 per lakh population versus the national crime rate of 450 per lakh population, which is almost half. But as gun culture continues unabated, numbers keep climbing up. Between April 2022 to November 2025, 324 encounters took place. 24 criminals were killed, 319 were injured, and 515 were arrested. 962 gangster modules were busted. 2,536 arrests were done. In all of this, 3 policemen were martyred. If we only focus on last year, here is a list of some of the most shocking killings in 2025. On 27 June, mother of gangster Jaggu Bhagwanpuria was shot dead inside an SUV in Gurdaspur. On July 7th, businessman Sanjay Verma was killed in broad daylight in Abohar. On September 22nd, attack on Aam Aadmi Party leader Sukhwinder Singh Shinda's house happened in a Ludhiana village. On October 31st, national kabaddi player Tejpal Singh was shot dead in Ludhiana. November 15th, RSS activist Naveen Arora was killed in Firozpur. On December 1st, Lawrence Bishnoi's ex-aide Parry was gunned down in Chandigarh. On December 15th, kabaddi promoter Rana Balachuria was killed at tournament in Mohali. But why is Punjab sliding into this abyss of violence? The glorification of guns and drugs through songs and social media reels is a contributing factor according to the police. Law enforcement agencies say that the growing culture of showcasing weapons, violence and criminal lifestyles, particularly in some Punjabi music videos and viral social media clips, is contributing to the normalization of gang culture. In a recent case from Amritsar, Punjabi singer Rami Randhawa was booked at the Ajnala police station after a video went viral on Facebook, allegedly showing him openly flaunting weapons. Police officials say the video is a clear violation of the law and have termed it irresponsible. According to the police, such visuals glorify violence and mislead young viewers by portraying crime as power and prestige. Pandit Rao Dharenawar, Chandigarh-based professor known for his activism against the promotion of alcohol, drugs and violence in Punjabi music, has filed multiple PILs against glorification of guns and drugs in Punjabi music industry. After 2016 murder of dancer Kulvinder Kaur, who was killed by drunk men in Bhatinda, his PIL helped get the landmark 2019 Punjab and Haryana High Court order banning such songs even in live shows. In 2025, he filed for contempt in the Diljit Dosanjh concert on December 31st, 2024 in Ludhiana. A case is ongoing in the Ludhiana court.
गैंगस्टर कल्चर के बीच में रिश्ता है और शराब ड्रग्स का गाने और नशा पंजाब के बीच में रिश्ता है, इसलिए इसको तोड़ना अगर है तो आप शराब हथियार लच्चर गाने को संपूर्ण रूप में बैन करने की ज़रूरत है, यूट्यूब से हटाना ज़रूरत है ताकि आप गैंगस्टर कल्चर और नशा को काबू कर सकते हैं.
While Punjab's gun and gang problem is dogging the state police and government, it is another gnawing issue that's destroying the future of the state: drugs. A tragic story from Punjab's Jagraon shakes us and forces us to take notice of it once again. In Jagraon, drugs have not just taken one life, but wiped out an entire family, one by one. There cannot be a more poignant human face of the drug problem in the state. In village Sherewal of Sidhwa Bet block in Jagraon, silence hangs heavy over this family. This is the home of 25-year-old Jasveer Singh, who lost his life to a suspected drug overdose. When our team reached his house, the poverty was visible, but the pain was overwhelming. This is not the first death here, not the second, and in fact, not even the third. In this very house, Jasveer Singh's father and 5 brothers have already died due to drug addiction. 1 family and 7 lives lost, all to addiction. Now only an elderly mother remains. Chinder Kaur, frail, grieving and exhausted, sits surrounded by the memories of her departed sons. She now lives with 2 daughters-in-law, 2 grandsons and a granddaughter. Her eyes no longer hold tears, only questions. She is asking for justice. Speaking to the family and villagers, a chilling timeline emerges. In 2012, Jasveer's father, Mukhtar Singh, met with a fatal accident after excessive alcohol consumption. That same year, 1 son died due to drug abuse. Then came the darkest chapter. Between 2021 and January 2026, 5 more sons were lost, one after another, to drugs. Today, Chinder Kaur stands alone, demanding accountability for the deaths of her children. Villagers say the tragedy is not isolated. They allege that drugs are sold openly in the area, and despite repeated complaints, no strict action has been taken. They say deaths like these are becoming routine and not rare.
जी नशे नाल सारे जो सीगे एक साडा ताया सीगा बाकी 6 ब्रदर सीगे वो सारे नशे नाल चले गए ठीक आ साडी कोई सुनाई नहीं होंदी जिथे जाने आ पुलिस पैसा लैके उन्हां नूं छड्ड दिंदी जेड़ा नशा वेचदा आ साडी कोई मंग नहीं पूरी करदे ठीक आ नशा बंद कराया जावे असीं हत्थ जोड़ के बेनती करदे आ कि साडी माता नूं इंसाफ मिलदा जावे ठीक आ जेड़े मावां दे पुत्त नशे नूं पूरा लगे होए आ उन्हां दीयां मावां की करनगीਆਂ जिन्हां दे बच्चे मर जांदे आ उन्हां दीयां मावां विचारियां रुलदियां रह जांदियां जिन्हां दे बच्चे पुत्त चले जांदे इस दुनिया तो ठीक आ मैं तां यही मंग करदी आ भी सरकार नशा बंद कराया जावे बस इस तो बाद सानूं कुछ नहीं चाहीदा आ जिन्हां दे मावां दे पुत्त चले जांदे उन्हां दा कुछ नहीं रह जांदा इत्थे दुनिया ते.
After Jasveer Singh's death, police registered a case against a woman and another individual. However, no arrests have been made so far. The family and the villagers say justice delayed is justice denied. The in charge of the Gidarwindi police station, Rajvinder Singh, told us that Jasveer Singh's death appears to be linked to drug addiction, but confirmation will only come after the post-mortem report. He said the police have registered a case and begun their investigation. Police have also confirmed that the husband of the woman named in the case had already been sent to jail on January 9th on charges of selling drugs.
ਐਫਆਈਆਰ ਲੌਜ ਕਰਤੀ ਪਰ ਚਿੱਟਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦੇ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਇੰਜੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਮੇਰਾ ਕੋਈ ਉਹ ਦੀ ਨੀਡਲ ਲੱਗੀ ਹੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਜੀ।
ਤੇ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਦੇ ਖਿਲਾਫ ਐਫਆਈਆਰ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ?
ਇੱਕ ਲੇਡੀ ਇੱਕ ਜੈਂਟਸ ਅਰੈਸਟ ਕਰਕੇ ਜੇਲ੍ਹ ਭੇਜਤਾ।
But for Chinder Kaur, these statements offer little comfort. She has lost a husband and she has lost her sons. And today, she is left fighting alone against drugs, against silence, and against a system she hopes will finally listen. This is not just one family's tragedy. It is a mirror held up to the society. Punjab's drug crisis continues to be one of India's most pressing social and public health challenges. Despite multiple government initiatives, the state is still witnessing alarming numbers of drug-related deaths and a surge in narcotic seizures. According to the Crime Records Bureau, in 2023, Punjab recorded 89 drug-related deaths, which was the highest in the country for that year, followed closely by Madhya Pradesh, which was 85, and Rajasthan. In 2022, Punjab recorded 144 drug overdose deaths. In 2022, Punjab recorded 144 drug overdose deaths, the highest in India. Official data from the National Crime Records Bureau shows that Punjab accounts for nearly 25% of all cases registered under the Narcotics, Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act in India, despite making up less than 2.3% of the national population. Punjab tops the country with the highest proportion of drug smuggling cases as well, 25.3 cases per lakh population. In contrast, cases of drug use stood at 12.4 per lakh, showing how trafficking is becoming lucrative business there. Public health data paint an equally grim picture. The Punjab Department of Health and Family Welfare reports that nearly 9.6 lakh people have been registered for drug de-addiction or rehabilitation treatment as of December 2023, with over 70,000 patients regularly visiting outpatient opioid-assisted treatment centers across the state. Now, experts link this crisis to unemployment, proximity to international drug routes, and the easy availability of synthetic opioids. According to the 2019 AIMS study commissioned by the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, Punjab had one of the highest prevalence rates of opioid dependence in India, about 2.7% of the adult population compared to the national average of only 0.7%. Punjab's unique position on the international border with Pakistan reinforces its role as a transit corridor. Narcotics, especially heroin, are smuggled from Afghanistan via Pakistan into Punjab before being pushed to other states. The state's alleged drug problem has been part of national debate since 2013, when Punjab began topping the NCRB charts for drug smuggling cases. News reports and even films like Udta Punjab spotlighted its grim reality. The drug crisis has since become a central issue in Punjab's political and electoral narrative. This is a battle not just against drugs, but for the future of an entire generation. That's all we have for you in Postmortem today. Keep watching India Today.